Right, people, next step of our trip is, and the trip keeps changing because the grey skies and the rain or the drizzle and the wind and whatever, and we've decided, you know, does it sound like fun to you to go camping out on a beach somewhere or somewhere in strong winds when it's cold, cloudy and raining? No, it doesn't, does it? And rain wrecks anything. So we're booked into Balladonia for tonight because that's the phone number I had in the phone from staying there a number of times before. But we are heading down the Eyre Bird Observatory Road at the moment, which is about 20 k's to a lookout and about another 10 k's and some soft sand after that to get down to the old telegraph station, which is the Bird Observatory, which is currently closed, unfortunately, but I don't believe that means the road's closed. It looks all right to me. So as far as access goes, we're just looking to fill in some time. So we're going to stick our head down there, have a look, see what all the conditions are like as part of our planning for what we're going to do over the next few days. So if there's anything to see, I'll chuck it in this video. And if there isn't, it'll be bada bing, bada boom. Subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hole here, mate, a real one. I mean, it looks nice and clean, and of course the car's hot. We've been doing 60-80 k's, plenty of rocks, so it's not like we're going to get bogged in the bog. A lot of water sitting each side of the track as well, actually, but I don't want to put water all over the hot thing, so I took it nice and slow. Well, this one looks a bit deep. I thought I better put the camera on. Yeah, it looks quite deep, but it's not. Just take it nice and slow because there's going to be a bit of cooling down effect happening. I swear it's a matrix. Like, mate, whenever I plan a trip to do something, the weirdest, most bizarre things happen. Like 300 and something millimeters of rain at Eyre. Like, when does that actually ever happen? Only a week or two before our trip. So we spoke to them on the radio. They are closed, but we thought we'll go for a drive and have a look. Bada bing. See a lot of the old telegraph line poles along this track. Once we got to the bottom of the hill and turned right, there's also another track goes back along the bottom of the escarpment, I think it is, back to Madura, about 80 k's. There's heaps of driving you can do out here off the blacktop. Once again, all depending how much time you've got. Another one of the telegraph poles here. Yeah, looking a bit old and decrepit now, but it seems to be pretty consistent along here where you see quite a few. Where a lot of other places, I think, you know, you're lucky if you see the odd one. So we just had about, I don't know, 6 or 7 in a row. So there you go. It's actually really been an enjoyable drive so far, I've got to say. From the highway, 20 k's of just pretty good dirt road, a little bit rough, let your tyres down. Then you've got your lookout where you can look over all this area, general sort of car park, you know, and then some nice, easy but interesting sand driving. Come down the hill and, you know, there was a few puddles as well, which are not muddy bog hole type puddles, more, you know, firm rock base. You know, any driving through sand in an area like this, it's feels like a bit of an adventure, and it's really good because nobody else around. So that's the sort of areas I like, is the areas where nobody else is around. So pretty cool. They've got these markers every now and then, 4 kilometres to go. So, you know, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So if people are wondering, you know, was it worth it going all the way down there? And we already know that it's closed, the bird, you know, so they can't take guests as in, you know, I don't know what they normally do, sort of show you around a bit, whatever, and possibly can't get in the building, which is the old telegraph station. But look, plenty of bird life around outside if you're into birds, that sort of thing. And to me, it was worth it because I'm still on the way in, I'm not even there yet. I'm already happy with the drive, even if I've got to turn around here and drive back. Just for the adventure of the drive, it was certainly worth it, but hopefully we can improve on that. Low range in the sand tracks with correct tyre pressures. I'm still only seeing about 84, 85 degrees on the coolant, and nothing too extreme on the transmission temps either. So just for the record, 29 kilometres from the highway to the bird observatory building. Here we have telegraph pole with wire still. Have a look at that, eh? We see water. Bit breezy out there. And them's the beach. How much weed's on the beach? How much is buried? Are we going to get bogged? The $99 question. So what we'll do at this point is just get out and have a look at the beach. Is the wise thing to do when you enter a beach that's unknown and not that much used. Anyway, so we're just down on the beach. I sussed it out, up the top, in the middle, down the bottom. It's like concrete down here at the moment, but I advise people just keep a feel on it and have a look in your mirror and see what the tracks look like, because what happens on a lot of beaches, they just slowly change and can get softer. There's a lot of beaches you just don't want to be getting on at all, and they can really surprise you. These beaches, you know, the weed can be buried under the sand. You can have a lot of soft spots. You can have like washouts. So there's, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but about halfway up the beach, it's like a gutter, right, a drop off. So you wouldn't want to be flying along too fast. We're in low range. I like to be in low range because I don't need speed here. Like I said, rough terrain, it's not that flat for speed. It's not Fraser Island. There's weed around, there's gutters, but I want to be ready for action, mate. Maximum grunt, you know. And but look, along here, I already know that it's alright. I know that you get a bit down a bit further. To be honest, from the Eyre Bird Observatory, I've been told 13 k's, but then the weeds push further this way as I'm driving. I actually feel like it's building up as we go, and you get around the point up here from memory, and it's like a bay, and there's a bay of seaweed where the beach is a lot narrower. It's covered in weed. Where you've got coarser sand, that's where it's usually can get a bit softer. When you've got really firm sand, it's usually really fine stuff. Okay, so I'm just driving along close to the water's edge at the moment, just having a bit of a look-see. We're not going far because we are headed back today, because if you saw the weather behind me in the other direction, so I'll stop waffling and we'll turn it around, and you'll when we're heading back, I'll put the camera on when we're headed back, and feel that gutter. I just sort of, you know, you don't want to be hitting these things at speed really. So I've driven on plenty of beaches before. It's not like I need to drive on the beach. I just want to come out, see what this beach is like, do a bit of homework, put it in the memory banks. But if you, I don't know how far this camera can show you, I don't know how big your TV is, how good your eyes are. But yeah, there's a point, a few more k's further down once you get around that point. But there's a number of places, well, there's, I think, the main place where you can get off the beach and bypass that, or you can risk it for the biscuit, you know. Comes with experience, and that you get to know, depending on the current conditions, whether you can drive it or not. So anyway, I'm just going to cruise down here, have a bit of a look, and then we'll have to start heading back. Alright, just turned around. This is headed the other way. Now you can see why conditions are not looking favourable for camping on or near any beach, and that's why I was lucky, very lucky, that I had phone number in the phone for places I've stayed before, and we got the last 2 rooms. Bloody fantastic. But that doesn't mean we've got to rush off there. Still going to get out here, check out some tracks, have a bit of an adventure, mainly in the car. Look, it's 22 degrees out there, so it's not cold, it's just goodness. I mean, you know, it's starting to spit now. The sky looks terrible. It looks like it's about to cave in, and of course the water looks terrible as well. It's not making the place look good, is it? So I think we'll wrap it up on the beach here. You've seen the track in, it'll be the same on the track out. If anything exciting happens, I'll add it in the video, so hang around. But if you like that, something different, some different places, there's going to be plenty more of those over coming times. So subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button if you want. It was only a few k's, I reckon a couple of kilometres from the Eyre Bird Observatory building to the beach, and you'll come around one of the last bends. It splits 2 ways. It's advised to go on the left side of the dune, but look, to be honest, it doesn't matter too much. I'll put the footage of when we drive off the beach, actually, because on any other beach it'd probably be fun and it'd be hard work. So what I might do, I might actually do it slow. We're on 20 psi still, like a soft, they say they got soft sand, but then their sign says air down to 20 psi. Well, 20 psi isn't soft sand, 20 psi is firm sand. That's Fraser Island stuff, 20-25 psi along the highway beach, you know. So it did it really easy so far. 24 at the rear because it's a bit heavier at the back, so I've just gone 20-24. It's more suitable for the dirt road on the way down as well, and we didn't make any further adjustments. When you headed up here, there's a big marker, big orange ball, so I'll show you that. I'll show you the exit off the beach, and we'll get out of here and see you in the next video then, I guess. Exactly. Alright, nice and slow. Go flying through you or something. Apparently they say don't go that side, but I don't see why you couldn't. It's just for the more adventurous type 4-wheel drive. Oh, someone's put sticks over it even. You can move the sticks, but yeah, there's a bit of a hole there. I mean, you know, if you want a bit of fun, you go that side. There is so much sand in the air down there. I'm wiping sand off my windscreen with the windscreen wipers. All this fine sand, it's just like powder. Anyway, look, we're just cruising back out now. It's pretty straightforward, opposite of coming in. Bit of fun, fill in a couple of hours, and bada bing, bada boom, we'll catch you on the next videos.